given x raised to the power 6 equals 2 raised to the power 6. We're asked to find x. So I know the first thing that will come to your mind is x equals 2, because if you are going to cancel the powers, x will be equals 2. But I'm happy to tell you that if you get your x to be equals to 2 only, you may be very wrong. Or let me say you are totally wrong. So it's just about like, for this to be x raised to the power 6, we are going to get 6 solutions for this particular equation. So getting x equals to 2 only is just about like you get 1/6 of the solution you're supposed to get. So, but however, let's solve this and obtain our solutions, right? So what we have here is 6, right? We can just express it as the product of 2 and 3, so that we have x. So we'll have this to be 2 multiplied by 3, right? So equals, for this also we have 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 3, alright? So here now we can transfer this to the other side. So we have x raised to the power 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 3, and equate everything to be 0. Alright? So from here now, you have to realize something, or let me say, recall that if you have this kind of expression like a raised to the power y multiplied by z, right? So this is particularly equals to a raised to the power y, then again raised to the power z. So this is law of indices, product power law, where number which is used to tiny power is again raised to another power. These powers are multiplied, right? So now we can express this to be x raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2 is equals, or let's say minus, so it is minus. So then for these two, we have 2 raised to the power 3, then raised to the power 2 equals 0. So what we try to do here is to just express this as difference of 2 squares. So remember the identity for difference of 2 square. So if you have a square minus b square, this is equals to a minus b, then a plus b, right? So applying this particular expression to what we have above, we have our a to be x raised to the power 3, and our b will be 2 raised to the power 3. So by applying it, we are going to have x raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2 minus 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2 equals, open brackets, x raised to the power 3. What is what we have? Minus 2 raised to the power 3, right? So then we have x raised to the power 3 plus 2 raised to the power 3, and equate everything to be 0. So what I had said is we equate this everything to be equal 0. So, and after that, what we'll do is by equating this to 0, each of these factors. So we have x raised to the power 3 minus 2 raised to the power 3 equals 0. And for the other one, we have x raised to the power 3 plus 2 raised to the power 3 equals 0. Right? So this is our case 1. This is our case 1. And this is our case 2. Alright? So let's move further. So for case 1, let's say we have a raised to the power 3, something like this expression. So a raised to the power 3 minus b raised to the power 3. So this expression is equals to a minus b, then a squared plus ab plus b squared. So this is the expression we have for this. So applying this to what we have here, we are going to have our x raised to the power 3 minus 2 raised to the power 3 to be equals x minus 2, right? Multiplied by x squared plus 2x plus 2 raised to the power 3 equals 0. Alright? So what we have is this equals 0 and this equals 0. So therefore we have x minus 2 equals 0 and or this x squared plus 2x plus 2 raised to power 3 equals 0. Alright, so this is what we have. So now what we have here is x equals 2, right? But however, we have to solve this. Don't forget we are still under case 1. So we have our first solution here. For this, let's use quadratic formula. So, but if you see our a equals coefficient of x squared, that is 1. B, our coefficient of x is 2. And our c, which is constant, right? So is equals, this will be square and this will be square. So our c will be 4. Alright, so by applying the quadratic formula, we say our x equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. So if you substitute this, we are going to have our x to be equals minus 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times 4. Alright, everything divided by 2 times 1. So, and on simplification, what we are going to get is complex roots. So we are going to get x equals minus 1 plus or minus square root of 3i. So this is what we got. And don't forget, we already gotten one solution here. So we have two solutions here, right? So let's move on. Don't forget what we got. So we got our x1 to be equals to our x2 to be minus 1 plus square root of 3i, and our x3 equals 1, right? So sorry, minus 1 minus square root of 3i. Abi? Alright. So, however, this is for the case 1 solution. So these are the solution we got in the case 1. So let's look at case 2. The case 2 equation says x raised to power 3 plus 2 raised to power 3 equals 0. The first thing you have to note is to remember the sum of two cubes. So, which is equals to a plus b, then a square minus ab plus b square. I hope you are following. So now, for this expression now, so we have x raised to power 3 plus 2 raised to power 3. This is equals x plus 2 multiplied by x squared minus 2x plus 2 raised to power 2 equals 0. So then we have this equals x plus 2, right? So then x squared minus 2x plus 4, everything equals 0. For this particular equation, we have this equals 0, right? And this equals 0. So we have x plus 2 equals 0, so which is x equals minus 2. So let's number this if x4. So for this one, x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So this is a quadratic equation. However, so we want to use quadratic formula and let's define the variable. So our a coefficient of x squared is 1, b equals coefficient of x is minus 2, and our c, which is constant, equals 4. So if you substitute that into the quadratic equation, so given by the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So if you substitute this into this, the answer you are going to get will be x equals 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i divided by 2. Alright, so this is what we got. And remember, we have two two solutions here. So we have this one is x4, this one will be x5 and x6. So we've gotten our 6 solutions. So let me list them out. Final x we have is x equals 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i divided by 2. So we can actually factorize 2 out here. So we have 2 multiplied by 1 plus or minus square root of 3i divided by 2. And what will happen here is this, we cancel out this, right? So, and we are going to have our x to be equals 1 plus or minus square root of 3i. I hope you understand. So we have two solutions here. So finally, let's list out all the solution we have. So we have our x1 to be equals to our x2 will be minus 1 plus square root of 3i. Our x3 will be minus 1 minus square root of 3i. And our x4 will be minus 2. Our x5 will be the solution we just got, 1 plus square root of 3i. And our x6 will be 1 minus square root of 3i. So from here now, you will see that we have how many resolutions? We have 2 resolutions and we have 4 complex solutions. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.